Hi, today this video is going to be introducing the side skip in the footwork. Now, if you have not been following with our past videos when it comes to doing shadowboxing, especially when it comes to doing footwork, please do so because this is where we're actually going to jump from and base everything that came from the past videos. And the same mechanics applies, but the basics will be found in the video, so I'm more on, actually going to explain on the actual side skip. Now for those who have already seen the video about the skip step, for review, the skip step would actually be, you're in a fighting stance like this, you have your heel of your back leg lifted, and you're just doing this. Okay? So the skip step can actually be either forward or backward, as opposed to actually just doing walking. And as you have recalled from our past video, that doing the skip step actually makes you more energy efficient because you're actually closer to your opponent faster, or at least twice as fast, as opposed to actually just doing the walk. Same thing as actually retreating or going backwards. Now the side skip is doing the same basic principle, but instead of actually just moving forward and then backward like that, you're actually going to do this. See? Now, instead of actually just having your rear leg step here and then you move forward, or having your front leg step back, having that very tight improvised cat stance, in order for you to actually step back to your normal fighting stance, you actually are going to do this. See? So as I do it front view, like so. Now to break it down, you're actually following the basic principle of doing the skip step backwards. So the skip step backwards would be this motion, but instead of actually just skipping back, you're actually going to just follow the first motion and then you place your foot on the side. So in this case, my right side, since it's easier actually for me to go to the right side because of the placement of my back leg. So this, instead of actually doing this, you're basically doing this, then back to fighting position. Once again, side view. Instead of doing this, you're basically doing that. Okay? Again in slow-mo. Like so. So you bring your front leg back again. So you do it side view here so that you can actually see it better. Go back to your normal improvised very tight cat stance. But instead of actually sliding or stepping back, putting all of your weight on the front leg, you're actually going to do this. Okay? You should actually be able to lift your back leg in doing so. So for those of you who have problem with balance issues, for now you can actually just have your whole entire front foot flat on the ground instead of having it on just the ball of the foot, like so. So if you're having trouble balancing, for now you can actually step with your entire foot on the ground. See, so that you can actually lift your back leg and then slide to the side. So front view, cat stance, and then I lift my back leg and then I slide or take a step to the side, and then I take another step here so that I can actually return to my fighting position. If you don't do that, if you just step back here and then you stop here, the main problem is that your whole entire stance is wide open to your opponent. And if your torso is facing your opponent square meaning your entire torso facing, that means that your opponent would actually be easier, or make it easier for your opponent to actually score your armor does, making them have the score and you not. So that's the reason why you need to take another step, follow your back leg, so that you're again in a fighting stance, both of your hands in front, and that you're bladed, meaning that your torso is slightly facing 45 degrees, making it harder for your opponent to score on your body armor. That's the reason why you need to take the other step. So once again, front view in slow-mo, take a step back with my front leg. If I'm not good with my balance yet, I have my entire foot step on the floor instead of having it on my on the ball of my foot. I lift my back leg like so, and then I slide to the side, in this case my right, or I take a step, and then I take another step in front, going back to my fighting stance. So side view, like so. Okay, now the videos that you can actually watch this perform can be found primarily by Ricky Hatton. For those of you who don't know who Ricky Hatton is one of those boxers that Pacquiao had fought, and he primarily uses this footwork a lot. If you watch all of his boxing matches, it doesn't matter who he fought with, you're actually going to see him square off and do this. Very quick. He would sometimes do a jab, a cross, or any kind of combination he wants, and then do that skip step to the side. Okay? Like so. So for the advanced version, instead of actually doing that, what you actually want to do is to do that, almost simultaneously. As soon as you step back with your front leg to this position right here, to the cat stance, you're not going to stay on the cat stance. You're actually going to do, as I showed in the front view here, this. Okay? As soon as you step here, your back leg is already lifted up here. So, like so. Okay? That's for the advanced version. Because you want to be as quick and as agile in repositioning yourself, especially from evading shots, especially from the attacks coming towards you, aiming to your body armor, as quick as possible, so that at that split second you actually have repositioned yourself and that you have already angled yourself to your sparring partner or to your opponent, so that you can actually have a better chance than him or her in making a score. So again, for the advanced version, front view, so, side view, like that. Okay. Now a good drill to do this is to actually just continue repeating this motion up until your body is used to it, or you actually have trained your legs to do so. So it's just simple. For beginners, it's just going to be like a sidewalk. Okay? Just make sure that every time you're back in the fighting position, you always bring back your front leg here. Then take a step to the side with your back leg, then take another step in front with your front leg, and then step back like so. So for doing this drill, you're actually going to do the step back and step front twice with your front leg. Okay? That's the rhythm. For the advanced version, instead of actually doing that, you're actually going to do this. Okay? Almost as if you're hopping. So once you feel that your front leg landed on your fighting position, after you do the skip, you immediately go back to the skip with your front leg. As I try to slow it down here, see, like so. As soon as you feel that the ball of your foot, of your front leg landed, you immediately skip or step here and then lift your back leg at the same time. So here, like so. So for those of you who can't do the drill yet, you can actually make this into a small drill by actually having your front leg the ball of your front leg land in front and then skip. So fighting stance, like so. Okay. Eventually, you're going to do this kind of drill where you're actually mimicking Ricky Hatton's move, like so. So there you have it. That's the side skip step that is primarily seen on boxing, but it's also applicable when it comes to any kind of major sparring. So it doesn't matter if it's kumite or kickboxing, Muay Thai, or even the UFC or MMA, or specifically in boxing. This kind of skip step footwork, especially the side skip, is a very, very good tool when it comes to actually doing evasion, repositioning, and overall strategy when it comes to doing sparring. So again, hopefully this video has helped you even in the smallest way possible. For those of you who are new to this channel, please subscribe. We're actually making new videos when it comes to doing martial arts, especially with the martial arts that we're actually teaching, which is actually Filipino martial arts and karate. Also, for those of you who are new, if you haven't checked out our website yet, fmawarrior.com, please do so. And if you're within the area, please visit our dojo so that you can actually experience the lessons that we provide, and hopefully you would actually join us in one of our classes, and hopefully you'll be a member in our dojo family as well. So thank you so much. God bless you all. Always stay safe and take care.